Core Memory Unlocked.
Horror.
Welcome back to Core Memory Unlocked. I am Zach Hilton, and we are here to talk about the final installment of the original Nightmare King, Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger. And I cannot be alone on this adventure because you know I had to bring him on. My man, Jim. And then, huh?
No, go keep going.
Okay, I will keep going. And I'm going to bring on my other man, Jimmy from the Horrific Network. What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm typically a listener, not a watcher, so I got to compliment you on your intro. Nicely done. Nicely done.
First time guester, long time watcher. That's my Bumble name too. What were you going to say, Jim? What was your quote this week?
No, it wasn't a quote. I was just going to ask if Pooh was in this one.
No, Pooh did not make this, but
Then why the hell am I here?
Because we're here. We have done this for months now, these Core Memory Unlocks. And this is the final official episode. We'll have one more that'll talk about the Freddy's nightmares, the video games, and yada, and rank our nightmare series. But we are here to talk about 2003's unsung hero of a film, Freddy vs. Jason. And as always on this show, we got to talk about the core memories of this first. And I'll start with our guest, Jimmy. What are your core memories? What are the thoughts that you spring to mind when you think of Freddy vs. Jason?
So I was a senior in high school.
Oh, okay.
Just started experimenting with drugs and alcohol. And I will forever remember being at a house party and watching the fucking weigh-in of Freddy versus Jason. And thinking like, holy shit, they're really going to fucking make this movie. Because up until that point, you had the Ghost of Hell little stinger at the end, but you still even back then in the kind of early days of internet, you could still look up rumors, and this had been rumored to be on again, off again in the horror community for so long, and then it came to, holy fuck, they're really doing it. And then they did that weigh-in thing, and the like marketing for this movie was amazing. So it was just really the anticipation and all the fun shit they did, and then the movie itself was a lot of fun too. So my whole core memory unlocked of everything about this movie is just solid.
It's funny because the one thing that I will actually compliment New Line, what I'll compliment New Line Cinema on is the fact that they know how to promote these films, especially at the latter end of being like, you know, this is a big event. You want to be there. For Freddy's Dead, they had a whole funeral procession for Freddy. So them doing the weigh-in, them getting Michael Buffer and stuff, I remember those too as like, wow, this is the promotion I'm talking about, where they're doing the press conference going back and forth. And I'm glad they put those on the DVD as well, because those are marks of history that I don't think people today will understand, because they just see Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, guys going on that. Nothing like this. And I'm glad they did that. What about you, Jim? What were some of your core memories about this?
Yeah, like y'all said, this was a movie that was rumored and teased for so long that you started to feel like it was never going to actually happen. So when we got it, it was pretty exciting. And I think the one thing that really stands out for me is I remember sitting down for the movie in the theater, and that New Line Cinema logo coming up, and you just get that tease, that music, that you get the nightmare music with followed by the Jason, thing.
Right.
And like, I just thought that was so cool. I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready for this. This is actually made. Like, this isn't a fake out in some way where they're going to give me like a Barbie movie. Like we're actually getting Freddy versus Jason, and we're here.
It's funny you say that because we just filmed our reaction, Brooke and myself, to Freddy vs. Jason. And when the stinger comes up with the Nightmare theme and the chick kill, 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 ma, 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 whatever you want to call it, like, even she popped for it. So it's something that's ingrained in our mind about the theme songs to both of those franchises playing at the same time, because not a lot of movies did this. I mean, even after this, yes, we got Alien vs. Predator 2 times, but there's not really outside of the MCU where franchises met together. So they were able to do this. I'm going to bring down the fucking room real quick for you. So this movie was a movie I was highly anticipated for. Like Jimmy, being in high school, I graduated in 2002, but me and my friend, how I got into the Friday and Nightmare series, I always went over to his house to watch these movies. Like, we stayed up dog shit late AM high school watching these. Let's put on part 3 of Jason. Let's put on Nightmare 3, Dream Warriors. Let's just fucking have a good time. And the moment this movie was announced, we were like, we are going to be in theater. We're seeing this movie. It's big old time happening. His mother was stricken with an illness, and during that time lost his mom when this movie was coming out to theater. August 18th, I believe, is like she passed away. And like it was so hard because he didn't go see it opening weekend. It took a little while for him to, but he wanted to go see it in theater because he knew his mom wanted him to. His dad was pushing him. So I went with him to go see it today. And the first showing of this is like so hard to really digest. I was happy at 2 hours of his life got, he could just pay attention to this because it was just right back to fucking, morning right after that. But like, it's wild how life does this to you. Like, was this supposed to be there to comfort him after? Because we did have conversations afterwards about it, like how good the movie is. But, it's crazy how much this film will always bring me back to that time period. That being said, many of times have seen this movie. I was telling Brooke on the reaction, like, I probably watched this 3 times a year when it came out on DVD. I had to have this. I had to have this and watch this yearly. But we are now living in now, 20 plus years after this. Where does the movie sit with you now, Jimmy?
Oh, I still love it. Mm-hmm. It's still, it's a nostalgia factory. It's akin as far as viewing experiences. I look at everything with this film pretty much as fondly as I remember the first time my dad showed me Carpenter's Halloween.
Nice. 2
totally different, experiences, but they're still, high on the list of, movie experiences that I'll treasure forever. Right. No, I love this movie to this day. Yeah, for sure.
Jim, how about you? Where does this movie sit with you after all these years, 25 years almost?
Yeah, it's a great watch. I could watch it anytime. It's a fun movie. It perfectly encompasses. It definitely feels more of like a nightmare movie, but it still does the Friday the 13th stuff really well. I could watch it anytime. I could watch it right now.
Right.
I enjoyed the whole thing, other than one scene, which we'll get into later.
Ooh.
There's only one scene I have difficulties with, but
I can't wait. It's funny, guys. Like, it's still high up on the list. Like, if you put a ranking of Friday and Nightmare either together or separate, this still is high up there. It used to be my top one. Like, when it initially came out, I mean, I think every kid would do that. Is like, oh, this is my favorite one. And throughout the years, it has slipped. And watching it with Brooke, I just got so many memories of, like, even after the fact of being like, fucking, was Ronnie Yu the right choice to direct this? Was like, and I always have to fucking put myself in the capsule. I have to put myself in the vacuum of when this movie came out. Like, yeah, he's the director of Bride of Chucky, and I get what he was going for. The fight at the end's fucking batshit bonkers. And I agree with Jim. It is a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like, I don't think I really even understood that till doing this rewatch of Nightmare and seeing that, wow, for a guy that only kills one person in this movie is strictly his. And then you add in the, like, no Kane Hodder of it all and the politicalness, and New Line wants to make sure their boy, like, it sucks that all that plays with my viewing now of it. Not to say that I don't enjoy it. I'm with y'all as well. Like, I can watch this, I can have a good time, but there is something interesting that this movie keeps slipping from being top tier for me, and now it's just a fun watch. Do you guys get any of that?
No, I do. There's, I think, movies for everybody that, you love, the genre, the franchise so much you can't help but kind of not let that go.
Yeah.
And I know how big both of these characters are to you. And so, there's other things, the whole debate of the art versus the artist. Like, someone that I know was freaking out about Stallone. Something Stallone said, and he was like, "Man, I can never watch Rocky now." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" and he's like, "Well, he's kind of a piece of shit, Sylvester Stallone." I'm like, "Okay, if you think he's a piece of shit, that's fine. That doesn't mean Rocky is. Like, you can still watch the movie."
Right.
You just saw that shit with Scream 7, and it's just like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Watch the movie, don't watch the movie, like, who gives a shit? But if you don't watch it, shut the fuck up. You don't need to tell everyone, I'm not gonna watch this. And so
Right.
I kind of have that attitude towards it, like, even with all the bullshit in the background. But I'm not as attached, I think, to either one of these franchises as you probably are. I was more of a, Pennywise and Michael Myers kid.
Right.
So, if that happened, if you found out that, like, Halloween 2 had all this bullshit, then I would say I would probably think about that every time I watched that movie.
Oh, Halloween 2 was on some bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
It was called the 6-pack of beer nightly till I got that script written, pal.
What a time to be alive.
God, could you imagine?
You got to ignore the background stuff, or you're never going to be able to watch anything. No matter what it is, there's going to be somebody that's involved in it that's probably done or said something stupid. And you mentioned Stallone. I mean, yeah, Stallone as the person, he's said some questionable things, and he's involved with some questionable people. But Rocky's still in my top 4 of all time. Like, I can't, and so I don't. And I'm a Jason guy, and I would have loved to seen Kane Hodder in this movie, but at the same time, I'm like, well, he's not. I got to move on and just kind of take it. So I've never really let it affect me too much as far as that kind of stuff goes.
And completely agree. Like, I don't look at this and say, fucking, I'll never watch this because Kane wasn't in it. Now, I will go to certain conventions and Ken Krisner is there and I don't get his autograph. when there's 3 fucking Jasons there and I could have gotten a complete trilogy of Jasons, but I don't think he even did that bad. Like,
let's flip him off as you walk by his table too.
Absolutely. I'm like, you're not signing this mask. Fuck you.
He walked up to him and he's like, excuse me, Ken, is Kane here?
Is Ken here? Hey, Ken, can you sign this? No, not Jason Voorhees. When you were a busboy in Jason 8, motherfucker. That's what I want.
He was the stunt guy in Jason 8.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Good call. I guess so.
He played Jason for one scene.
So I think everybody who's watching this, listen, you know the plot of this. Basically, Elm Street still has teens. Freddy Krueger has gotten forgotten. And I actually love this. Like, the beginning of the movie's rad, in my opinion, of like, I've searched the depths of hell because I've died. This guy came in here. I need these kids to remember me. He's going to do these murders for me so they think it's me. That'll start getting these kids thinking, and I'll start coming back. But then Jason's still just a hungry pup trying to eat. And then we're going to fight each other. It's simple, bing, bang, boom. There's good all up in this. I do think, weirdly, out of all the movies that were made in the 80s, this is the one that feels the most trapped in a time period. Like, this felt 2003.
Sure.
Where everything else, like, if you got the 4K, I could lie to a kid and be like, yeah, they filmed this like 2 years ago. But when you watch the like a 4K of this is 2003's finest fucking filming. Okay? I'm shocked there wasn't a bullet time usage.
Yeah, no, that tracks. The costumes, the music, yeah.
Yeah. Jim, you were saying there was a scene that you wanted to talk about. What was it?
Oh, the only scene that really bothers me, even watching it the first time, that this doesn't really make sense, is Jason's nightmare and him being afraid of water. And that's because throughout the entire series, we watch Jason walk into water.
Right.
He's never shown any fear of water. He walks into water to kill people as the human Jason, living Jason, and later on as zombie Jason. He does it both. So there's no reason for him to be afraid of water within his secret, within his nightmare. And so it just bothered me then. I'd be curious, if he's ever been asked, and what he said. I would like to get Kane Hodder's opinion on it, because he was always very protective of the character, as far as saying like, "Oh, Jason wouldn't do this, Jason wouldn't do that. I'm not going to kick the dog in part 8." So I'd be curious to see how he feels about that.
It's funny that you say that because we do bring that up on the reaction. Check it out on the channel if you want to. I found that to be a little jarring as well as a Jason guy. Like, he's never been about this. And from what, again, going back to Ronnie Yu, the director, he has come out and said he's never watched a Friday the 13th. He had no idea. It truly comes across as, which is said in the movie, Freddy was killed by fire, Jason killed by water. How could we use that? Yeah. To also, the film never really used that to kill them. Like, you brought up a question that never gets answered. It's like, and weirdly, the writers of this are Mark Swift and Shannon, maybe. They wrote Friday the 13th, 2009. And like, it really, when you look at that, again, the behind the scenes of it, it does come off as Ronnie Yu, I think, was given carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wanted. He came up with the idea of water, and that's why you get that scene. It doesn't kill the movie, but it really sure shit figured out a way to make you sympathetic to Jason.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
At that point, after that, if you were still rooting for Freddy, you were an asshole.
Yeah. If it wasn't the first time he gets messy line, it was definitely going to be this.
We'll get to my favorite line of all time.
Go for it. Give it to me. Oh yeah, you texted it to me, so you go ahead and tell me your favorite scene.
Freddy has never been this bold before this, and he was never as bold after. When he's 100%. Got the blonde with her boobies halfway out,
and Jason Ritter,
and the beautiful Ebony, making you use your imagination the whole time, and he's standing between them, and he's fucking doing it. It's like he can't make up his mind, and he looks at the black chick and says, "How sweet, dark meat." Like, I remember being in the theater and just, holy shit.
Holy shit!
Like,
absolutely.
Holy shit.
That's it. And going off of that line, like, I will say, as cartoony as Freddy got towards the end of those movies, he had a good balance of his fucking darkness and his comedic shtick.
Yeah, for sure.
There were times the pinball Jason I could have done without, but yeah, no, I fucking quite enjoy Freddy's dialogue in this movie. What do you think is your favorite bit, Jimmy? Well, I guess Jim, if that's your favorite line, Jim, what's your favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part of the movie. I think I enjoyed the Jason killing at the party, the
Mm.
cornfield party or whatever it is.
The montage of the cornfield, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I'm a Jason guy, so that's when he really got to show off and just murder people.
I
Be Jason.
do Jason things.
Yeah,
I
do Jason
want to
things.
kind of use that. I love when Jason kills the girl before Freddy could get to her. I thought
Right.
that was
Oh,
genius to like snub him from it. I didn't see it coming personally when I originally saw it. I didn't see Jason getting there, but I thought that was tremendous. Jimmy, what do you think of the final fight between them? Because I mean, let's be honest. Alien vs Predator, Batman v Superman, they came in with a fight in this. Do you think the fight was living up to what they promised?
Oh yeah, you've got all kinds of stuff. Like I'm never gonna watch it the same way now after you guys bring up the whole him being afraid of water, because in that theory, Freddy should be afraid of fire severely, and they fight in a burning cabin, and they just fucking pose badass and shit. Doesn't seem very
Mhm.
bothered by it, but no, the
Not
fight.
not to mention Jason and him get tossed in the water, and Jason still comes out to stab him to fall back in.
He's not saved.
And then the last shot of the movie is just him walking out, fine as all good. Guys, I faced my fear.
Um, my favorite fight kind of sequence of the final battle has always been the man, the torpedoes, as he's fucking chopping off, slicing through fucking CO2 tanks like a knife through butter, and rocketing Jason into that cabin. Like that whole thing, just from at that point, man, we were just having the time of our lives. We were like, holy fuck, like what else are they gonna do?
Right.
Like, you know, start throwing cars at each other. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. And it's long. It's like 10-ish minutes long.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, especially because they are fighting, and in the middle, you get the exposition, you get the dialogue between all the characters, and they're still going. Like they were fighting when that Kelly Rowland bit where she's like, you got these small things, and Jason's got this big thing, and fucking gets swiped. Like, I love that it felt that was natural. Jason would kill someone in front of him before he got to Freddy. I personally, if we're going lines from the fight, I love when Robert England's fucking random New York, hey asshole, up here. I just love that. He just went full New York for no goddamn reason whatsoever. But I love that shtick, especially when all the Poles just dive deep into Jason. How about you, Jim? You got any favorite sequence during the fight?
Yeah, this is when Ronnie Yu's hiring definitely paid off. I think this is where he really showed. And but yeah, it's exciting. You cannot get excited when that building's burning and the music hits and they just go and you're like, okay, this is what I paid my ticket to see. And it pays off. I mean, it's a long fight. It's a good fight. You almost expect some wire work to play into it. You know, like you wouldn't be surprised if they're sitting there going Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon up in the sky. I mean, you wouldn't be shocked at all if any of this stuff happened.
Yeah.
Because even though it's not in the dream sequence anymore, it's still in the real world. They still have fun with it.
Yeah.
So no, I don't really have any specific fun sequence that hasn't already been mentioned, but I would say it's a great fight and probably better than most of the versus fights that we've gotten in other movies.
100%. And I don't have the number right at the moment, so forgive me as I look. But my question to you at the end, I feel like this movie was a success. And when you look at how much it made 82 million domestically, 34 overseas, a total of $116 million at the box office. It is so shockingly. And again, it goes to this movie of how much of a unicorn to get it made from the start of just seeing the claw grab Jason's mask in 1993, 10 years later, finally getting this movie. It's wild to me that a sequel never got made, especially with the amount of money this movie made. Are you guys shocked?
Yeah, I mean, they did the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash comic book, which is dope. If you've
Yeah.
never checked it out, definitely recommend. And it was a good story again. It was right, I feel like in line perfectly with the first one. So it is too bad that that's probably not going to happen.
It's honestly what's kind of great about that, and Jim can attest to this. Me and Jim went to a Bruce Campbell event. He was going on tour. He was hosting a game show. He was also doing kind of like a miniature Q&A, and then they showed The Evil Dead. And one of the questions that got brought up wasn't it me, Jim?
Maybe.
It might have been me. Oh my God, now I'm having flashbacks of, supposed Freddy versus Jason versus Ash was in the works. So much so, if you listen to the commentary of Freddy versus Jason, Robert Englund's in it. And when they hit the credits, you don't even have to, I'm telling you where it is. Right, or watch during the start of the credits. Robert Englund's talking about how the second one was supposed to be Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Like, it was known, it was supposed to happen. But when we saw Bruce Campbell, and it was asked whether it was me or not, I cannot confirm or deny. Bruce Campbell said, yeah, we were in big talks. Sam was on board, Cunningham was on board, Wes was on board. Everybody had some kind of piece to it, whether who was going to direct or whatever, never got fully announced. But the reason why it didn't get made is because everybody's ego was too big. Ash wasn't willing to lose, Freddy wasn't willing to lose, and Jason, which again, why I think Kane wasn't brought on board on this, wasn't going to lose. So it's like, if no one can figure it out, we're just separating from the whole gig. But it is shocking.
That's why these kind of movies are hard to put together and hard to make, because you don't want to hurt any individual franchise by doing it. So, because when this movie made a ton of money, yeah, there was always that talk of, part two, and there was a lot of talk of Ash coming along, but there was also talks of other things, of like every other horror character they were trying to shove together. They were like, let's put together Michael Myers and Pinhead into a movie.
Yes! Remember when that was like the big internet rumor?
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to do whatever they could, but you always were going to have that challenge of trying to figure out, one, how to balance it, and then two, also how to pay it off without damaging anybody. And there's just too many egos and too much money involved. And I think that's ultimately what just killed all of them.
100%. 100%. All right, let's get into some fun facts about the movie before we end today's show. Robert Englund's bonded face. The Freddy Krueger's makeup was so thick that Englund couldn't feel the heat for the fires during filming. When he went to have it removed, the makeup was actually bonded to his face.
Oh, shit.
And that's a man who did everything for this character. And you can say it here, out of all the movies that we've talked about, from 1 through 7, 8, including this, my man gave an A+ performance every single time, even in fucking Dream Child. I said it. All right. Anytime I can throw shade to that fucking piece of shit, I will. All right. The Pinhead ending. One scrapped ending featured both killers in hell being interpreted by Pinhead from Hellraiser,
Oh,
who would
fuck.
say, "Now, gentlemen, what seems to be the problem? It was canceled because New Line Cinema didn't own the rights to the character." Hey, no shit. That's what I'm talking about, Ronnie. My man was on set at the end of the year. He's like, "You think we could get Pinhead to this? We don't own him."
We'll make a fucking phone call, for Christ's sakes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
That would have been amazing.
okay. Let's.
I can't think. I can't get any harder. Oh fuck! Yes, I can.
Oh God, no, I can't because it's all splooging out. What a dope post credit in a world that we didn't have a lot of post credit. The post credit should have been them just in hell together, about to fucking go at it, and you hear it off screen first. "Gentlemen, do we have a problem?" Look over, and just a shot of them as the camera zooms in.
Yeah, that's way better than Winky Face Freddy. Just have them both fucking drowned or whatever. Have the kids
Winky.
leave. They're at the bottom of Crystal Lake, and then that's the stinger. Like, what the fuck, Ronnie? You?
Oh, yes. All right. The Vegas weigh-in. To promote this film, the studio held a mock boxing weigh-in at Bally's in Las Vegas, complete with trash-talking and famed announcer Michael Buffer, which we talked about, and it stands out, and I think a real reason why people wanted to go see this. Robert Englund's last ride. This was the final time Robert Englund played Freddy Krueger on the big screen. On the big screen. He did come back for a Goldsbergs episode, and I love that episode. Fuck you. The tallest Jason. At 6'5", Ken Krisner is the tallest actor to ever play Jason Voorhees. He was chosen partly to ensure Jason towered over Freddy. Yep, that's the reason why he got hired, and we're just sticking with it. Wild script ideas. Over 18 different scripts were written during a 10-year period of development. Rejected ideas included a cult called the Fredheads, Freddy assaulting Jason's mother, and a trial where Jason was treated like O.J. Simpson. I think that's the final fact that we're going to fucking talk about. Let's get into this, guys. We say it in the reaction. The water thing was stupid. But boy, oh boy, if Freddy would have diddled Pamela, that would have gotten Jason fucking angry. You know what I mean? Treat him like the fucking stepdad that gets drunk on a Friday night. And
that's
he comes
the season
home.
finale of Crystal Lake.
And it's played by Jackie Earle Haley. No, but I do remember how fucking Adam Marcus is going around right now. There's a short going around about his pitch for Freddy vs. Jason. It does. In a world where the simplistic nature of these films, camp, killer, kids, nightmare, teens, high school, easy peasy. 10 years to develop a fucking simple script is wild to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But can you just imagine if it's not my fault she's dead on her feet, if that's Pamela instead of the counselor? Oh fuck.
That's what I'm talking about. I really do wish. I now wish that the film dealt with Pamela being taken by Freddy, whether it's sexual
or otherwise, doesn't matter.
or
Kind of matters, but yeah.
It kind of matters. I'm going to clip that out, guys. Don't worry. It's not going to be on the final product. Freddy just going absolute raw dog. And then the end of the movie is she's pregnant. She's pregnant, man.
I'm your daddy now, bitch.
He has to take his name. It's Jackson Kruger. Never mind. I'm keeping all this in.
Oh, God.
Now, question, Jimmy. This, you might be able to conversate with this. You might not. Or you've seen some time. I mean, you're a big guy in it. You have your own show about it. You talk about it a lot. You go yearly. Jim and myself went to Halloween Horror Nights 25 and went through Freddy vs. Jason. Did you go through Freddy vs. Jason, even if it was via West Coast?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not. I was not going to Florida at the time, but I did go to the Hollywood one.
And I feel like I've seen videos of it. It looked like they did a fucking real good job.
They did a real good job, except when you can see it if you watch like a POV when you first walked in. So they're the way that theirs started was in the boiler room.
Yeah.
For whatever, I don't know if he was supposed to be a puppet and they just said, fuck it, we're not going to do it. But when you first walked in, you went to the right and there was a Freddy, like full body, and he's just laying on the floor doing this thing.
Just central, Pamela.
I don't know if there was like a Jason that was supposed to like pop out and get him, and we just got super unlucky and never saw it. But I've never seen it on video either. It's always just fucking Freddy laying in that pose, and it's fucking really weird.
That sounds really weird.
Murdy about that actually, but the maze itself after that was really good. They did like a bunch of. They actually did like water shit in the maze, which was earth shattering for Hollywood. They never do anything like that typically, and they did the whole wall scrim thing, and yeah, it was good.
Jim, my memories of the house, I remember it was more fight oriented, which I enjoyed, and also the usage of screens. Like they had long screens where you saw Freddy and Jason like fighting in the moving section to section. What are your memories of this? Because this is the last time you went to HHN, if I'm right.
Yeah, I remember like they had the kind of cabin set up, and I remember the first time when you and I went through, Freddy won at the end.
That's
and
right.
They said it was kind of like a random thing. I went through a second time because I wanted to see Jason win.
Right.
Which I did get it, the Jason win at the second time I went through.
Which they're just holding up each other's heads, correct?
Hey, but that's fine. That's all I needed.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, I thought HHN pulled them off well. I feel like West Coast gets a little more Freddy usage than Orlando has seemed like. Not recently, I guess within the last 10 years before the new Jason house from last year, but like there was the Terror Tram had some Freddy vs. Jason shit. Or just Freddy? I just remember the plane scene, and Freddy was dressed as a fucking pilot.
Yeah, they'll call it Freddy versus Jason. They may just call it Freddy, honestly, but
yeah,
in that fucking thing,
Hollywood, it was called Freddy and Jason.
Yeah,
the new Empire.
Hollywood will do that. They'll be like, "Oh, it's fucking Freddy versus Jason," and it's like a bunch of Freddys and like two Jasons, and the Jasons are just kind of like looking for the bathroom.
I'm scared of urinals.
Yeah, and like, just give us the fucking people, man. Like, you don't got to put a big bow on it. We know what we're getting. Just like you said, put Freddy in a dress and give him a baby carriage or some bullshit and let him try to scare me. And we're good.
100%. Well, I'm leaving this with, I think Freddy vs. Jason is still watchable. I think it's a fun time, and you kind of do get the best of each character. Like Jason's known for kills a shit ton. Freddy's known for his quips. He does them, and then they fight each other at the end. I think that alone can satisfy anybody. Jimmy, how about you?
Yeah, like just to pick up off of that, like it checks every box. You know, imagery from the franchises, from the Jason stabbing the kids through the mattress, or the rave kill, the machete going through that guy, to Freddy. When
Spider going through Spider from Power Man 5000.
Parasitic thing, or Zach Ward in the bathtub with his freaking veins and shit. Like, there is a lot of boxes each of these franchises carry with them individually, but I feel like collectively they check all of, if not most of them. So yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. Jim?
Yeah, it delivers on everything that it promised and everything that I wanted, and I can still watch it today, and it's probably in the top half of either franchise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this was the Final Core Memory Unlocked on Friday the 13th on our Freddy vs. Jason Festival of Carnage. That's what we're calling it. Maybe. I don't know. Before I let you go, Jimmy, promote whatever you want to promote.
Yeah, I'm making a movie right now, Ghost Executioners 3. You can just IMBD Ghost Executioners 3, starring Anastasia Elfman. It's the finale, maybe, to our franchise that is screened around the world and had fun success. And our boy Zachy here and Brooke will have cameos. They were had a cameo in the second one. They'll have another one in the third one. And yeah, so you can find all that information about Ghost Executioners. Just Google Ghost Executioners.
Awesome. Jim, you want to promote anything?
I'm not making anything, but check out that Pinocchio trailer if you haven't.
It's fucking good. It's fucking good. All right, we will catch you for one final time to wrap this whole thing up next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Catch us on YouTube, podcast apps, all around. Bye. Bye. Dark meat.